Okay, question number 1 is asking for the converse of the statement. First, let me write the statement. Okay, I've written the statement. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then the opposite sides are congruent. So if you don't remember what a converse is, the converse, I have to switch this with this. The then and the if get switched. So this has to become the if portion. So if the opposite sides are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And that is choice C, as in Charlie. Okay, question number 2. If a quadrilateral has 4 right angles, then it is a square. They want a counter example. So I'm trying to think of one thing that is not true in this case, and that would prove that this is not always true. And the thing I'm coming up with is a rectangle. I know that a rectangle has 4 right angles, but it is not a square. So the answer is rectangle, and that is choice A. Question number 3 is asking us to find the length of AB. And I recognize that this is a parallelogram because I have 2 pairs of opposite sides parallel. So I can set these 2 things equal to each other to find x. And once I do that, I can substitute x here or here, and that will tell me what AB is. So first of all, 6x plus 2 equals 5 minus 3x. Let's get all the x's on one side. So let me add not 3x to both sides. That leaves me with 9x plus 2 equals 5. And then subtract 2 from both sides, and I get 9x equals 3. Let me divide both sides by 9, and I get x equals 1/3. Now that I know that x is 1/3, I'm going to replace it right there. So 6 times that 1/3 plus 2. 1/3 of 6 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 4 is my answer. Okay, question number 4 gives us this diagram. We're told that this angle is 68 degrees. We're told in the diagram that these are congruent angles. So if that's 68, this is 68. This makes this an isosceles trapezoid. These base angles are congruent. That means these base angles are also congruent. So altogether, there's 360 degrees in here. 68 and 68 is 136, I believe. Those two add up to 136. And that makes these two 100 and, what would that be? 114? 214. So these 2 angles have to equal 214. So let's divide that in 2. Wow, I don't think that's right. I haven't done the math correctly here. 360 minus 136 is 4. That makes that 5. That's 2. 224, sorry, not 214. That makes this 112, and that 112. Okay, so that's me playing detective, doing some bad math, but I've straighten that out. All right, so let's go through A, B, C, D, E, and F. A, the measure of RST is 68 degrees. RST is over here. Nope, that's not true. So A is not correct. B, STU, that's this angle, and SRU are congruent. Nope, these are not congruent. Choice C, RUT, that's this angle, and STU are supplementary. STU, nope, they're not supplementary. They're just congruent. Choice D, STU, that's this angle, and SRU, that's over here. These are supplementary. Yes, that is true. So D is a correct answer. 68 plus 112 does equal 180. Choice E, the measure of RST is 112. RST, yes, that is 112. in choice F. RUT, that's this angle, and STU are congruent. Yes, that was given to us in the diagram. So our answers there are D, E, and F.